State Representative Kim Norton has been a champion for autism advocacy in the state of Minnesota. You recently received the Lifetime Achievement Award on the state level with the Autism Recovery Foundation and the Treatment Association. What did that mean for you? You just received it this week.
I did. It was very meaningful. These are parents and providers that I've worked with over the years, now 10 years. This will be my 10th year in the legislature, and we have been dealing with autism issues every single one of those years.
How close to these families do you get? I have to imagine it's one thing to do work with them, work for them. You must get pretty close, though.
Well, certainly Brad Trahan locally and a number of other families that I've known over the years, but we call them the Red Shirts, which are the parent advocates from all over the state, and they're Facebook friends, and I see them and we hug. You do build a bond. Yeah. They're very passionate in their advocacy.
How far have we come, and where do we need to go? Just in the state of Minnesota, autism has been around a long time, but really only in the last maybe 15 years have we really been hearing a lot more about it.
And part of the reason is because we've had a growing increase in the incidence of autism, so it's affecting more families and more of us know of someone that's had autism. Part of what I've been working on over all these years has to do with making certain that families had insurance coverage. What was happening is families had their policy, they purchased one for their whole family, and the services that they were prescribed for their child were not covered. And they would have to purchase a second policy called TEFRA through the state, and so they would be paying for two large insurance policies, one just for one child and one for their whole family. And it was terribly unfair. So we have been trying to ask the insurance companies through legislation to start providing the prescribed services for these children.
I think a lot of people, when they have children with special needs, they're dealing with and struggling with their day-to-day anything.
Absolutely.
Just life in and of itself. Then to deal with insurance, which is daunting for a regular family of four or whatever.
And these children are only children once. They're only young ones. If you miss the window of opportunity to provide that early intervention service, it's too late when they're older. The best results come when that early intervention ABA therapies are provided, if that's what your doctor prescribes, at the very youngest age you possibly can. Usually around 6 is when, or around, I'm sorry. Often it's 6 when they're diagnosed, but it should be around 2 when families start recognizing. And even before that, the earlier you get that intervention, the better the outcomes.
So with that said, there are plenty of skeptics that say, you know, people will tell them, well, go talk to your lawmaker. And the skeptics who are the ones who are needing the service are thinking, yeah, right. Like Representative Norton is going to do anything for me if they don't know that you're an advocate for them, no matter what the issue is, whether it's autism or something else that, you know, you deal with up at the state capitol.
Well, I would say to anyone, your biggest advocate is your personal legislator. So never be afraid to go to them with a personal issue and find out if there is something that they can do about it. Brad Trahan and other families that I've known here in the community come and talk to me. I recognize a pretty serious issue. I go to the Capitol and I find out if there's a way to provide a solution for them. Sometimes there is, not every time, but in this area of autism, we've worked on job supports. We had a pilot program here in Olmsted County at the SEMSL office. They were able to provide some job support for high-functioning autism candidates, and I know they were, at one point, I think it's expired now, over 20-some individuals were helped support with job support, housing issues, and then, of course, insurance and early intervention for children are all things I've worked on for my constituents. And it's been about educating other lawmakers so they can be an advocate next time.
Congratulations on your award.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we will be seeing you more before you end up leaving office.
Another year.
Another year. All right, Kim, thank you.